That's where it's at.
Another body shot.
That's where it is.
Another body shot by Keyshawn Davis.
At the theater at Madison Square Garden, a champion who had never lost folded around a single left hook to the body. The man who put him there had been promising exactly that for weeks.
He got to sleep with that belt under his pillow because he got 48 hours left until he ain't champion no more.
48 hours later, the belt changed hands, and the whole sport learned that the loudest man in the room had been telling the truth every single time he opened his mouth.
And I'm the businessman, man. I'm knocking De Los Santos out Saturday.
That promise was made in his own city 4 months after the title arrived, and it never reached the ring because the fight was decided on a scale instead.
Try to make the weight. If not, the title will only be available for you to win tomorrow night.
5 nights built the most talkative young champion in boxing, and a 6th night took it all back without a punch being thrown. This is Fight Diary. Let's go. One click keeps this diary coming. Subscribe, and the next war arrives on its own.
Times, and most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Trunks are good. Touch them up. Good luck.
Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley with you ringside tonight.
Just because you were a great amateur doesn't mean that you're going to be a great pro. But the quicker you can band it than amateur style.
On the 8th of April 2023, at the Prudential Center in Newark, an 8-0 Olympic silver medalist met the hardest man anyone had put in front of him. Yigit was a former European champion who had never been stopped, and the plan was to drown the kid in rounds.
Get to the inside for a moment, and Davis just swatted him away. And this is a very experienced guy in terms of Yigit, a guy who's fought for a world championship, a guy who has been an Olympian, a guy who's famous back home in Sweden. In fact, he's going to go back home and be on a reality competition show that's going to start filming immediately.
Seeing Davis land him flush, taking advantage of that high guard that Yigit is deferring to every time he's close to him. That wasn't nice at all. Yigit was complaining about a knee. Yes, it was a knee to the head. Left hook on the inside.
Trying to punch between punches right in the middle of the ring. Davis comes with a straight right hand. Now the series of punches up top. Long right hand. Yigit goes to the body. Takes a left hand to the body in that exchange. Right uppercut comes in.
The work starts downstairs, and every hook to the ribs is a payment on a debt collected later.
Keyshawn Davis putting forth damage as it takes it to the bell in round 8. Oh! What a body shot! Brick City!
Yigit leads, and both hands come back at him from angles he has not seen since the amateurs.
From Keyshawn Davis!
The feet faint more than the hands do, and a European champion starts guessing instead of boxing.
Left right hook down to the body.
By the middle rounds, the guard is a suggestion, and the corner is watching a beating, not a fight.
Taking the life out of Yigit. Sucking it right out. Ooh-wee! Right to the solar plex. I can't believe Yigit got up from that shot.
32 power punches landed in round number 8. Scheduled for 10. Yigit absorbing a lot of punishment.
Tess, they need a sign on Davis that says, do not motivate. You see what can happen if you motivate. I'm going to call him a killer. That's what he is, a killer in the ring.
Time to close the show right here. And that's it. Keyshawn Davis with a
21 seconds into the 9th, a 5-punch combination ends it, and Estaves has seen enough.
Again, do not motivate this young man. Yigit has been enticing and trying to get
8-0 becomes 9-0, and the young man decides the microphone is his second weapon.
mature for my liking. I know Yigit wasn't fighting back, but he was trying to defend himself well. He was tucking his guards up, you know, and look at his eyes. He looks perfectly fine right here, but the referee steps in and says, I've seen enough of it.
To that point, Yigit had absorbed 183 total punches. 46 body shots, including the brutal knockdown moments before that in the 8th round.
Declaring your winner by technical knockout, and still WB.
Newark gave him a name. Texas took something away that no opponent could.
Keyshawn, the businessman Davis!
got your instructions in the dressing room. This is a 10-round fight for the USBA title. I want you to protect yourself at all times. At all times, I want you to obey my command. Touch gloves, back to your corners.
We always talk about belts don't matter.
On the 14th of October 2023 in Rosenberg, Texas, he met Albright and boxed his way to a majority decision on the night. 13 days later, the win was gone because a positive marijuana test turned the result into a no contest and cost him 90 days.
He just came into this match.
Quick hands as well, who has an answer for everything that Davis wants to throw.
Nice
but
hook.
that overhand right from Davis found a home on the chin of Albright. Do what they're doing in the ring.
Ooh, nice right hand over the top right there. Just beautiful timing right there, catching Wu as he was stepping right onto his front foot to engage in his brother.
We always talk about B&B, Bomac and Bud Crawford. It's a team there, and Esau Dieguez and Red Spikes do a lot of the work, don't get a lot of the credit. Nahir Albright, who is a great...
Albright is awkward on purpose, and the first rounds are spent solving a puzzle nobody enjoys.
Start to shake, and here is Keyshawn Davis.
The jab lands 3 times before the answer arrives, and the pattern repeats all night.
We're in round 6 of a scheduled 10-round fight. This leads us to a world title unification. Vincenzo Gualtieri in the second fight of the night, so he does not play around.
No, he doesn't.
So both guys are going to have to be careful with that.
Right.
Wu letting his hands go here in the 6th round. But then he gets caught with that overhand right.
Every round the ring gets smaller, and Albright spends more of it walking backwards.
Buy you one of those hats. I don't know if they make them in your size.
They might do. I think they do. Come on now.
Oh, Nahir Albright in his career, he's only been cut once against Sidney Macau. It was also the left eye. That was in March of 2018. That's not the reaction you want to hear from a fighter.
No, it isn't. And, you know, you got to take those type of actions serious. You really do, because you don't know if you really can't see or not. You know, you can get hit in the right spot, and it can deter your vision.
Time is his best ally, but his enemy Davis comes in and catches a right hand from Nahir Albright.
The right hand finally arrives clean, and the crowd reacts before the punch has finished landing.
Perfect setup.
It just goes to show you can never take anything for granted in this ring, and
if he throws combinations, something will eventually land.
Ooh, nice left from Davis. Albright tries to counter himself.
Albright just got to be careful you don't walk into something. Keyshawn trying to set him up right now, playing peekaboo. He's here 1 minute, go on the next. If Albright gets a little bit too relaxed, he's gonna run into something.
You see the footwork, how your body's gonna react. Oh, nice counter from Nahir Albright, taking it to Keyshawn Davis here in round.
The card's red for Davis, and for 13 days the record says 10-0.
16 wins. This fight comes to an end. They go after the bell.
And still, USBA, WBO, Intercontinental, WBC.
Texas erased a victory on paper. The next one had to be taken somewhere paper could not reach.
And Davis!
Got himself up to 140 pounds. He's got a lot of miles on the...
On the 8th of February 2024, at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, he faced Pedraza, a 2-division world champion with 29 wins and the kind of experience that usually teaches young men patience. The Puerto Rican had never been stopped inside 6 rounds.
Pedraza pushing that pace test. That's it. He told us in the fighter meeting that he wants to push the pace. He's doing it now, but there's a ton of bouncing from him, wasting a lot of energy. That could show up late in the fight now.
Going back some years as to why he started smoking, Tim, he said, listen, some serious mental health issues.
You know, been a lot of lulls in action from him. He's strong for the weight class.
Oh, it's a good right hand as Pedraza crossed that threshold. Then a left hook comes in from Keyshawn Davis.
All created by his footwork. Moving laterally and then stopping on a dime.
3-punch combination by Davis. Pedraza back to the inside.
It's like siphoning the
There it
gas
is right
tank.
there. There's
It's
a
like
right hand to the
siphoning the
body.
gas tank. That's been the story for me.
Getting a good look at Keyshawn Davis early on here against a former titleist in Jose Pedraza. Another three-punch combination from Davis.
Look, Pedraza closing the distance. Keyshawn is allowing him to, and now he's just teeing off in spots, catching Pedraza out of position. You see Pedraza switching from southpaw to orthodox.
Good combination from Davis. Then he goes with the right hand.
The range belongs to the younger man immediately, and a former champion is fighting at arm's length.
In complete control.
Wow, the body shots, you picked up on that. Look at him double up that right hand, including the uppercut. This is very good sharpshooting early on from Davis, isn't it, Timmy?
He's breaking him down. He's already starting to break him down.
Right hand splits the guard. Davis. Headshot after headshot against Pedraza here in round 3.
You would think the veteran Pedraza will be trying to attempt to set up his shots and at least use a jab on the way in. He's not doing anything. He's walking through the front door. Keyshawn Davis has allowed him to, and then he's picking them off in the inside.
Combinations, body shots, lead punches, every offensive weapon being shown in this third round from Davis. In the first half of the third round alone, he landed 20 power punches.
This game plan as of right now for Pedraza is not going to work.
Downstairs, then upstairs, and Pedraza's timing starts arriving a fraction of a second late.
Of Keyshawn is about to close on him. He knows that if he doesn't win this fight tonight, ineffective aggression test.
It is effective aggression.
Ineffective.
Davis has been accurate, landing 54% of his power punches.
Pedraza's tough. That's one thing I know. He's tough. He's only been stopped by Tank Davis.
Jab to the body again. He's landed over 40 body punches to this point.
This is one of the biggest events of his career. He's the headliner. It's here in Vegas, the Super Bowl weekend. He's definitely going to want to show out.
Blood opens above the eye, and from that moment, the fight has a clock running against him.
Against Pedraza, and now he's got him backed up against the ropes, and he's teeing off as Davis has Pedraza off balance. Another big headshot, big right hand, backs him up into the corner, and this fight is over. Bloody, beaten, battered is Pedraza, and Keyshawn Davis delivers.
When Keyshawn wants to turn it on, he can turn it on. He can change gears. You can see that
The combinations come in 4s and 5s, and none of them are being answered.
Pedraza right here, squared up inside the pocket. Doesn't have good positioning here. You see the follow-up shots, and do you see the killer instinct? Big right hand around the bar of that high guard usage from Pedraza. And this is a great
1 minute and 9 seconds into the 6th, Taylor steps in, and a 2-division champion is done.
Your winner by technical knockout, and now the USWBC.
10-0, 7 knockouts, and the call-outs get louder than the result deserves. Las Vegas made him a contender. Norfolk was where he promised to make himself a star.
warmed up yet.
Came in at 155.4. He weighed 141.4 at the weigh-in. That's 6.4 pounds above the weight limit of 135 because this is a title limit.
On the 8th of November 2024, the Scope Arena in Norfolk sold out for a hometown night, and Lemos arrived with 29 wins and 1 defeat. The Argentine had stopped 17 men, and he had never been knocked down in his professional career.
He trained for this fight. He didn't train to make 35. He trained to make 40 plus.
Not at all, and you're already starting to see this is exactly what Lemos has to do. And Keyshawn right now, again, just keep it smart. Keep it very simple. Don't get greedy with his combinations. 1, maybe 2 shots at a time, but you see him right there, going down to the body. That's another key. You know, you think that he had a tough weigh-in? Check him downstairs. See what he ate for breakfast. See what he ate for lunch. Keyshawn going downstairs early in hopes it pays good dividends down the stretch.
It's a nice up jab from Keyshawn Davis. As long as he uses his speed and his legs, he doesn't get into this type of fight where Lemos is going to try to rough him up. Ole.
Ole, ole, ole.
Oh, nice quick flashy combination from Davis, and Lemos leaps and misses from far away.
Stop!
this round. Great boxing from Keyshawn, keeping the fight out at distance where he wants it to be. Again, and counterpunching effectively. Again, right there, though, smart move. Keyshawn just getting close and bumping, creating space for himself to be able to evade.
Nice body shot there
yes,
from
it was. But Lemos is going to keep coming forward. He has to counter as often as possible.
All right, he was over by 6.4 pounds at the weigh-in. He was,
there it is.
That's a left counter.
There it is.
Davis, and down goes Lemos. Big bull or not, overweight or not.
Beautiful shot.
The opening round is a measurement, and both men leave it believing they have found something.
With that hook, perfectly timed right hand as he's coming in. Double impact, his momentum, he's coming forward, his own inertia, there it is. Took him that way, boom, go ahead, and let me land that right hand up. Right on the chin. Nice pull counter, beautiful timing right there from Keyshawn.
This lightweight can be.
A left hook to the body folds Lemos in half, and the sold-out arena is on its feet.
Left hook, puts him on stanky legs and face first on the mat.
He rises twice more, and each time the canvas takes him back within seconds.
First round, he said, you know what, I'm going to go back to that later. I'm not going to make him pay just yet. But this is the second knockdown right here in the finish. Going downstairs, softening him up. Coming up top with a beautiful left hook right there as Lemos is shooting the right hand. Great timing, perfect execution. My gosh. My gosh. Great work right here by Keyshawn Davis.
Don't dance too early now, Keyshawn, because Lemos is still dangerous. But not if you can continue to land those powerful shots. And that's how you end the fight. Keyshawn Davis said, I don't care if he's King Kong. If he comes into my house, he's going to pay the price.
1 minute 32 of the second round, 3 knockdowns, and the referee refuses to allow a fourth.
Good combination. He knows he has his man hurt. Just following up short shots on the inside. That last uppercut right there, ooh, that was diabolical, people. That last uppercut right there. He didn't have to do that, but he did. He made him pay for those 6 pounds.
The referee did not get there in time.
12-0, and before the sweat dries, the champion of the world is being called out by name.
All the anger.
He's your very own from Norfolk, Virginia.
The hometown got its knockout. New York was where the belt was actually kept.
Davis!
Come on, good luck.
Focus. That's what I'm expecting from Keyshawn. You know, Keyshawn says a lot of things, but I know he's a smart fighter, and I know his team.
On the 14th of February 2025, at the theater at Madison Square Garden, he challenged Berinchyk for the WBO lightweight title. The Ukrainian was 19-0, an Olympic gold medalist who had beaten Navarrete, and the week before the fight had turned personal.
Again, having control right there with the lead hand. The more technical fighter right out the gate is Keyshawn right there. Sharp. But Berinchyk right now is, again, he's a bit of a slow starter as well. You know, he adapts inside there. You see,
the champion comes forward the way he always has, and the challenger simply refuses to move backwards.
That's what Berinchyk is really good at. Staying underneath himself, staying calm. And it seems like he's ready for anything that Berinchyk does.
By the way, he's answered the question in terms of handling the emotion.
Every exchange is won by half a step, and half a step is all this fight is about.
And the world champion, Dennis Berinchyk. And from this point forward, we will be commercial free.
Nice right hand.
Catches him with that right hand. He was timing him on that.
For the first 4, maybe three rounds or so, and then they'll start to heat up.
Let him go, working it, work. Work. Stop.
Nice uppercut on the inside.
Yeah, it's at effect with that right hand.
Keyshawn wants to get after it, and he's saying, yeah, I want you to come in and stay disciplined and come behind your jab, which is smart. He should come behind the jab because you got to blind him with something to be able to land shots. But, man, Keyshawn, this round right now, opening up, not having a hard time finding the target.
The hooks keep landing under the elbow, and a 19-0 record starts breathing through its mouth.
Oh, body work.
Left hook to the body.
That's where it is. 5, 6, 7, 8. Little dirty boxing by both guys, both men.
Oh, he's coming close with that right uppercut. That's nearly been there a couple times short on the inside, Timmy.
And you see how Berinchyk, usually when he gets, you don't want to do that. You don't want a fighter like Berinchyk in his class to gain any confidence at all. Berinchyk right now, what he's doing is he's stepping on the lead foot of Keyshawn Davis. That's a tactic used as a veteran move right there. Referee hasn't seen it yet, but it's been a couple of times where their front foot met. He stepped right on top of it.
Now he switches stances back to orthodox, but wait till he goes southpaw and you'll see it.
And he kept Keyshawn still.
A body shot early in the third puts the champion down for the first time in his career.
Round number 3. In a round that Keyshawn Davis scored the knockdown.
Keyshawn Davis, his first shot at a world championship, trying to win a lightweight championship in his 14th pro fight. Loma did it in 12 at 135 pounds. Oscar De La Hoya did it in 14 fights as well. Blood coming from the nose of the world champion, Dennis Berinchyk, who entered this fight. The world champion entered this fight as the underdog, just under 5-1. The odds against him.
The one thing about Keyshawn Davis is he don't get enough credit for is his defense. Superb defense. He don't get hit often.
Berinchy's only landing 11% of his total punches so far in this fight.
Superb.
And tried to go to the body with a left hand there and then ties up again. Actually looking into the crowd and smiling. He's so comfortable right now.
Yes, he is. And you hear the voice in the background of Terrence Crawford yelling to him and saying that, hey, don't allow him to tie you up and hit him downstairs to the body.
At 1 minute 45 of the fourth, the same punch arrives again, and Berinchyk cannot answer it.
Davis!
Over.
It is a knockout victory!
14 professional fights to a world title, a number only De La Hoya reached faster at this weight.
The easiest way to get to your opposition is the biggest target. You see Keyshawn right there, staying composed on the inside, not allowing Berinchyk to tie him up. Again, nice control right there, getting loose.
13-0, 9 knockouts, and every big name in the division gets called out from the ring.
Right there to the liver. Now understand this, from the southpaw stance, that liver sits right there where he landed, right? And you see him dig that shot up. Perfect technique on the inside by Keyshawn Davis, and you saw the effect of that shot right there. No mas from Berinchyk.
Became a father. For your winner by knockout and the new WBO lightweight champion of the world, the businessman, Keyshawn Davis!
The first defense was set for the 7th of June in Norfolk, in front of the same crowd that had watched Lemos fall, and the promise was made in the usual way.
I love pressure. Pressure bring the best out of me, so if he act up, he going to sleep.
On the morning of the weigh-in, the scale read 139.3 pounds, 4 1/3 over the lightweight limit, and the belt was gone before either man was touched. He was given 1 hour to return, and he chose not to use it, which left the title vacant on a stage in his own city with the arena already sold. The opponent's promoter said the two sides had renegotiated 10 pounds and the money before concluding that no real attempt to make weight had ever been made. The fight was canceled roughly 24 hours before the first bell, and the man who had talked his way to a world title lost it without throwing a single punch. 5 nights proved that the mouth was never lying. The 6th proved that a scale does not care what anybody promised. Whether the talking built him or cost him is the argument that follows him into every camp from here. So which one was it? The loudest young champion boxing needed, or a career talked into a corner? Leave the verdict below, and if this diary is worth keeping, the like and the subscribe do the rest.